Comedy writer and guy who just is really great at calling out Republicans, Toby Morton, is out there with a new website called thetedcruz.com, where he will be posting information about Ted Cruz, the seditionist, Ted Cruz, the sycophant, and Ted Cruz, just the generally horribly creepy individual. And he got things started this past week with a viral video from 1988 of an 18-year-old Ted Cruz showing the world back then how creepy he is and pretty much setting the tone for the rest of his life. So here is the video of Ted Cruz, in case you haven't seen it. 18 years old again, thinking he is the most hilarious person on the planet. Here it is.
Your aspiration.
Aspiration. Is that like sweat on my butt? No. Oh, I see. What you want me to do, what I want to do in life. Well, my aspiration is to, I don't know, be in a teen film like that guy who played Horatio. You know, he was in Malibu Bikini Beach Shop. Well, other than that, take over the world domination, rule everything, rich, powerful, that sort of stuff.
Mr. Cruz, you think Ted's gonna rule the world one day?
I hope not.
Now, to be clear, I do not think for a second that 18-year-old Ted Cruz was serious about world domination. He thought it was funny, because nobody's ever made that joke before when they were young and said, "What do you want to do when you grow up?" "I want to rule the world." No, Ted Cruz was a creepy individual that has always tried to get people to like him, and has just literally for his whole life not been able to do that. And I'll get more to that in just a second. But here's the thing. This clip that Toby Morton put out, this is not the first time that this clip went viral. It was originally made public, as far as we know, in 2016 during Ted Cruz's most recent presidential bid. And yeah, everybody laughed at it. Everybody talked about how creepy and goofy he was. But another part of the video, of course, is where Ted Cruz's dad comes in. Rafael Cruz asked, "Hey, what do you think about your kid wanting to rule the world?" And he says, quote, "I hope not." I mean, sure, that's a jovial thing a dad could say, but look, even his dad, I think, kind of realized, for the love of God, we do not want this man running the world. You cannot let him achieve this world domination that he's talking about. I'm putting that on you, future people. No, but for real, Ted Cruz is not a likable guy. He's always been that way, and that's to me what this video tells us. Again, I don't think for a second he's serious about world domination. But his unlikability, if that's a word, is something serious. Because I love to tell this story so much. Even creepier than that was the fact that Ted Cruz was one of the lawyers who was instrumental in getting the Supreme Court Bush v. Gore decision that basically handed the 2000 presidential election to George W. Bush. Ted Cruz helped that. I mean, if without Ted Cruz, it may not have happened. So he got George W. Bush into the White House. And then once Bush goes in, he's making his transition team, he's appointing people to things. The question emerged, and there are reports about this, the question emerged, what about Ted? Right? He helped get us here. What position do we do for him? Do we do anything? And the people who worked with him at that time, again, the year 2000, 12 years after this video about world domination came out, those people said, "Oh no." They didn't like him. He was weird. He was creepy. He was the same 18-year-old kid you saw in that video who was so desperate to be liked that he turned everybody off. Now, flash forward to today. Ted Cruz hasn't changed. Ted Cruz will say anything. He will do anything. He'll make fun of himself, which, you got to respect that a little bit. But he will do whatever it takes to try to get people to like him. Which, of course, is why he has made this shift where he is attacking vaccines, trying to get the Trump people. He was like, "Oh, Trump, I'll go to the Supreme Court and fight your election challenge for you." He was willing to do anything to be accepted by any crowd of people. And he has apparently been that way for his entire life. And I gotta say, That has to be a pathetically sad existence. And I would have a shred of sympathy for Ted Cruz if he wasn't also such a horrible human being that has inflicted pain and suffering to his constituents and beyond. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.